Hello and welcome back. So last example we have seen um, the events handling. Okay, so that is for a shopping cart application. So now we are going to start another concept that's called forms binding. Okay, so forms binding is also a part of events handling, but it's a complete different story. So now let's start with forms binding. Okay, so form binding is a sense how you bind your form data to the component specific state. Okay, that's a form binding, and here itself you get the concept called two-way data binding. Okay, so as of now, what we have done in the events handling is you have a UI, and on that you click on a button. So when you click on the button, the data which you are updating from UI to uh, component, right? Just one way we have tried. So now let's say two-way. Two-way is a sense from component to HTML and HTML to component. So I'll tell you a simple example here. So first of all, I will to understand this two-way binding in Angular. So you can actually make this two-way binding in two ways. You can do a manual process or automatic process of two-way binding. Okay, let's see what is the manual and then we'll see the automatic process. Okay, so first of all, I just take an example. I have one text box. So in text box, whatever I am typing, the same data which I type as it is, I have to display below. Okay, so if I remove one character, it should remove one character. So it is two-way binding example. So generally we can actually do this in regular JavaScript also, but in Angular does in a different way. Okay, so how you make this process? When you change something, you update. Simple story. You have to create a state, one variable, and that variable you have to bind here and also value property. Okay, so just create a variable called username and you need to bind here as well as here. It's value property of text box and the curly brace which you want to have here. Okay, after that, so what happened if you bind like this? For example, if I change this name something called Rajan, so automatically it updates here and its value also it updates. That's the first step. That is one way binding. So from your TypeScript to HTML. I need something else. What is that is when I'm typing in text box. See, along with this, if I'm typing something, I want to update that here. What is this one? It is coming from state. So when you start typing, it's supposed to update automatically in the TS file as well. So it means you're performing an event on the HTML. So for that HTML event, I want to update the data on your state. So how this can happen is generally we will apply the on change event or we say input event when the input event occurs. So then you take the value of a text box and then you're gonna update it back to the state. So automatically the two-way binding will happen. This is actually a manual process. So you can do automate process using there is a directive in Angular that is ng model directive. Okay. So before we go with the automate process, let's see with this. And one more important story is whenever forms concept is involved in Angular, so you must need to add a special module that is called a forms module. Okay, you just need to add a forms module because every data binding will happen with this one. So as of now, what we have used is Angular's core module. Okay, so that was for interpolation and other story. But when especially forms involved, you have to add this module, and where you need to add is in the app module. Okay, I show you that first. So because we are jumping into forms concept now. So I guess I already added, but I'll show it now. So this was it is. I'll remove it. Yeah, it will be like this for you. So you just need to add a forms module. So just say import something forms module. This is coming from Angular forms especially. Okay, and this module to be added to the imports array. So this module will be added to the imports array so that you can start using the form concepts in Angular. Okay, so to understand the two-way binding manual process, so I just create a new directory called, I clear the previous examples components, and here I create one component. Let's say open in terminal. Let's say nggc something called um, change a username. Change username. Okay, this input field, and let me connect that here. Change username, and I have to change this as a forms binding because we are discussing a forms binding. Let me start my server. Oh, I already started. So let's check back here. See, forms binding, change username works. So before I start with the like Bootstrap design and all, I'll just make a dummy setup and then I'll convert to Bootstrap. Okay, first you should know the flow, and then we'll make a Bootstrap setup. So first of all, I need to have a same example. Okay, same text box and the data to be bind here. So first, what I do is I create public username of type string is equal to empty string. So I have taken a username with a value string. You should take something in a state and you need to bind here and value property of text box. So what I do is, for example, time being, I give my name because I should know what is being bind. If empty data, you can't see what is bind, right? So I just take my name and I go to HTML. So here I say some input type is equal to text and with the class forms control something, and then below h3 I write username. Okay, so if I bind username in h3, so you got display here, but I want to bind inside text box also because I want to have this connection to input also. So you will write here value. So value is an attribute, so attribute you have to go with what? Attribute binding as a property binding username. So that's the first step. Value, username, and here username. So what happened? Naveen has been displayed in both the places, here and here. Okay, that is one way. Okay, you have a data in the TS file, and that's what being bind to the HTML is one way. TS to HTML is one way. Next, another way. What is another way is when I do some changes on the HTML, I need to update this state. Where is this state? Is the TS. So from TS to HTML is done. And when you do something in HTML also, you have to bind back to TS file. So you are typing something is like an event. That's called input event. So how manually you can perform is you will write input event. Let's call one function update input a function, and you can pass dollar $event. That's a event, the current event. You can pass it to the function. So this function you have to create in the TS file. So what I do is update input is a function that will take an event of test type any. Okay, and just returns a void, doesn't return anything. Okay, so what you have to do is when the change occurs, when input event occurs, I'm calling a function. What that function does is this event. So from this event you can catch the value of a text box. Okay, so I want to update my state data. How you update? This dot username dot username is a string only, is equal to event dot target dot value. Okay, so this dot username is equal to the event which you have occurred dot target. Target is a sense on which element the input has occurred, is input element. So dot value means this input specific value. So what you type, that becomes a value. So this is the manual process. So you can check now. It is by default my name because I have given my name. So when I remove it, see, it is removing there. So when I'm typing it, it's working. So this is two-way binding but manual. Okay. But first of all, when I page the loads, by default Navid is coming. I don't want anything. You can just clear it as empty. Generally, any form field you take, you just take a form field with empty data. Okay. And then when you start typing, you get data. Got it? This way. Okay, fine. So it's done. Okay. So we have done with a manual process. First I'll convert this like a proper bootstrap setup, and then the next video I'll tell you how to make automate process for this uh, this binding. Okay, so you want to convert this like a proper UI. For example, what I do is, let's cut this. You can start with a section class called margin top 3, one content, just look and feel. Okay, one column D4, one card header, and one card body. If you know bootstrap, it's a very easy process. Yeah, I'll just take a form and this thing, and just take this h2 guy outside. Okay, and for header I'll say bg secondary and text white. Let's give some heading for understanding. p.h4, let's say change username. Okay, and it's manual. Okay, so fine, manually, so whatever I'm typing has been displayed. That's fine. So that's it, enough for this video, and next video we'll see the automate process. Thank you so much. Let's meet in the next video.